Hi everyone, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Diana Dorsey, owner of Simply Elegant by Diana. Today's topic is going to focus on 12 questions you should be asking every DJ during the interviewing process before you consider hiring them. And to help me with this topic, I have invited Young Cho from DJ Twin Spin Entertainment, better known as DJ Twin Spin. Thank you so much for joining us, Young, from the comfort of your own home. I know this is something new for me. Usually I have my guest here next to me, but I really appreciate you taking the time to educate us and provide us with your experience and expertise so that our couples know what to ask when they are hiring a DJ. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your company?
Hi everyone, my name is Young Cho. I'm the owner of Twin Spin Entertainment. We are a full-service DJ, sound, lighting, and photo booth company. We're based right here in the Bay Area. We've been in business for a little over 25 years, and we specialize in weddings and corporate events. I'm here today to give you 12 questions that you should be asking every DJ that you interview for your wedding day. So let's get into it.
Wonderful, yes, let's get started. What is question number one?
Okay, the first question is, have you ever DJ'd a wedding, and if so, how many? This is probably one of the most important questions you're going to want to ask. The reason being is that DJing a wedding is extremely different than DJing a house party, a school dance, corporate event, nightclub. It takes a lot more detail, a lot more problem solving, a lot more finesse, and you need somebody who has that experience to be able to handle DJing a wedding and knows how to work with vendors, the venue, the bride and groom. So it's extremely important. So make sure they do have extensive experience in DJing a wedding. Again, it's extremely different than any other type of event we do. If you ask a DJ in this industry, they will always tell you that weddings are the most stressful events for us to do. So make sure they have that experience that you need.
That is a great question. I absolutely agree with you. Knowing if your potential DJ has done a wedding before, hopefully several, is very important.
Next question, do you carry liability insurance? Today there's a lot of venues that will require your vendors to have liability insurance. So make sure your DJ has full liability coverage for your venues, and even if your venue doesn't require that, it's always good to have a DJ that does have liability insurance. In the event something happens, let's say a speaker falls on somebody or somebody trips over a cable, they've got that insurance to cover them. So make sure they do have liability insurance. How long have you been DJing? That is a question that you want to definitely ask, that I get asked quite often. The reason being is that as DJs, we need to be able to read the crowd. And that's probably one of our number one requests that people get, is can you read a crowd? That's a skill that can't be taught. You can only learn that through years and years of experience of DJing various types of events. So somebody who's been doing this for say 2 or 3 years is not going to be able to know how to read a crowd as well as somebody who's been doing this for 20, 25 years like myself. So make sure you ask them how many years they've been DJing, and it's going to give you some insight as far as their skill level and their experience level as a DJ.
Great point. Loving these questions. I absolutely agree. Experience, liability insurance, and have you done a wedding? Great questions so far. Keep it going.
Do you carry backup equipment? This is a question that a lot of bride and grooms forget about. We use professional grade equipment, but regardless of how professional, how expensive that equipment is, it still can fail. It doesn't happen often, but it does. So always make sure that the DJ that you talk to, that you want to hire, does carry backup equipment, and ask them what kind of equipment do they carry. The stuff that commonly breaks down typically is cables, speakers, and microphones. Those are probably the top 3 things that break down. Those are also the top 3 most important pieces of equipment that you need for your wedding day. So make sure they always have backup equipment with them. What happens if you're not able to perform at our wedding? Life is unpredictable. Things can happen every day. Does it happen often? No, thank goodness. But it can happen. So you want to ask them, do you have any backup DJs? What do you do in the event that you're not able to perform? Let's say you get in a car accident the day of or the day before, or you're feeling sick. Ask them, what's your plan B in the event you're not able to DJ our wedding? And hopefully they should have somebody who's waiting as a backup DJ ready to go in the event they're not able to do it. But that's definitely important. Something that you want to ask them is, do they have a backup plan in the event they're not able to DJ your wedding? Do you also MC our wedding, and if so, what do you charge? Today, there's a lot of DJs, especially with the newer guys, who will only DJ. They don't like talking on the microphone. They're actually kind of scared of the microphone. It's like kryptonite to them. So a lot of DJs today don't enjoy talking on the microphone, and they won't MC weddings. They only DJ. So make sure that they are able to DJ, and if they can't MC, make sure that they have someone else who can MC for you. If they don't have anybody, you may want to begin to start looking around and see somebody else who can do that. Some DJs will also charge extra for emceeing, so ask them, do you charge extra for the emceeing services as well too? And some do, some don't charge. So keep that in mind. Always ask them, are they able to MC the reception, and if so, do they charge extra for that? Do you have the clean versions of all the popular songs? That's really important because weddings, as you know, is always going to be a wide variety of age groups, ranging from little kids to old grandparents, aunts and uncles, and everything in between. So you want to make sure that the music that the DJ is playing is appropriate for your wedding. So you don't want songs with cuss words or anything like that. So ask them, do you have all the clean versions of the hot popular songs that we want to dance to? The next question I would ask is, what type of music can you mix? You want to get a DJ who's very diverse in their musical taste and their musical knowledge. You don't want a one-dimensional DJ who only plays hip-hop or only plays house. You want someone who's going to be able to go all across the board with their music genres, music styles, because you're trying to please all different age groups. You've got the young and the old, so you're going to want to play some Motown, some oldies, and then you want to transition over to some of the newer stuff. So make sure you find a DJ that's really well diverse in their music. So always ask them if they're able to mix any and all styles of music. Ask them if they have any demo videos online that they can see either on YouTube or Vimeo, or ask them for demo mixes that they can listen to online, or both. It's always a good thing to do because you're going to get a good sense of their style and their capabilities by watching videos and by listening to their demos. When you're watching videos, you're going to want to see how they interact with the audience, how they are emceeing the event. And then when you're listening to their demos, it's also going to give you a good opportunity to listen to their mixes and see how their transitions are, see what type of song selections they choose as well too. So always ask for a mixed demo and see if they have a video demo as well too. Some DJs don't have video demos, but they should at the very least have a lot of mixed demos that they can present to you so you can take a listen. Ask them if their price includes travel, taxes, and any additional fees that you should know about. Sometimes they'll quote your price, but they won't include any kind of taxes. They won't include any additional fees such as travel, parking, setup and teardown time. So when they quote you the price, ask them if this is the final price. And that way you won't have any surprises when you're ready to sign that contract. Ask what additional services they are able to offer for you. So for example, if you're looking for a photo booth and maybe you want some uplights, or you're looking for a custom monogram or some pattern watches on the ceiling or the wall, ask them if they offer that. This is going to make your wedding planning a little bit easier because you're getting a one-stop shop DJ who's going to be able to offer you multiple services. This prevents you from having to work with multiple vendors, which can get very stressful when you're planning a wedding. On top of that, the other benefit is that a lot of DJs will offer you bundle packages. Since you're booking a DJ service with them, they'll also be able to give you a good price on photo booth or extra lighting. So be sure to always ask them what other services do they offer besides DJing and emceeing, and you can kind of take advantage of the convenience of having one vendor providing everything for you, and also probably get a good price out of it too.
So to wrap this up, tell us, what is the last question you think is super important?
Okay, this last question is kind of a bonus question, but it's actually a very good question that I get often. And the question is, what makes you different from other DJs, and why should I hire you? I guess that's two questions. But anyway, that's probably a very popular question that I get. So ask them that question. Why should I hire you? What makes you different? And based on what they tell you, you can kind of make a decision. Now, in the end, I know you're shopping for DJs. Typically, most couples will shop based on price. And that's understandable because weddings are very expensive. But what I always recommend with couples is to find a DJ that's within your budget, hopefully. But more importantly, find a DJ that you're comfortable with. Somebody who you trust, somebody who you click well with, because you're gonna work very closely with that person. So get a DJ and an MC if you have to, and somebody who you trust, who you feel comfortable working with, and that way you're gonna have that good relationship with them. It's gonna make your wedding day go a lot smoother. So there you have it. 12 questions you should be asking every DJ that you interview.
Young, you sound like you have so much experience, so much expertise and knowledge in what you do. I can tell you have a passion for it. I really appreciate all of the questions that you have helped us with. I even learned something, so I'm really glad we were able to do this because it was super helpful. It was also a refresher, and I am pretty sure that a lot of couples are going to benefit for this. So thank you so much for providing us with your experience and your expertise and for teaching us something. I hope everyone finds this super helpful. Where can they find you?
You can go to my website, twinspinent.com. That's twinspinent, short for entertainment.com. And of course, you can reach out to Diana from Simply Elegant. She knows her stuff. She's a pro. So reach out to Diana or myself. Other than that, congratulations on your engagement, and I hope to have an opportunity to work with you. God bless. I'll see you next time.
And you can find me on Instagram at booksimply.elegant. You can also check out our website at www.booksimply.elegant.com. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.